All right, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video is a very special video, to me at least, and hopefully to you guys, because 7 days ago, well, you guys will see this 8 days ago, but 7 days ago, Mortal Kombat 1 characters tier list maker, I did most annoying characters tier list. And I did the video thinking it wouldn't really be too crazy because I had a pretty small Mortal Kombat following, but the video blew up. As of right now, it has 7.8K views. So shout out to all of you guys, because absolutely amazing. I was definitely blown away. But more importantly, I got to do what I finally always dreamed of, which was start a community discussion and just share our differences of opinion, and sometimes the same opinion that we have over something we love a lot. And there was a lot of passionate Mortal Kombat players in the comment section. I read every single comment. I believe there's over 200 of them at this point now. But I read every single one. I replied to a lot of them. I hearted a lot of them. All in all, though, it was a fun experience. And so we are going to make a video talking about your guys' feedback, your guys' thoughts on the tier list. And before we even do that, let's look at the final tier list. So going into this video, at the time, this was my final tier list. Would I change things now? Very little, yes. But we'll get into the comments and talk about a couple of things. Top comment on this video, which has 42 replies, by the way: Johnny is so unpunishable, and everyone who plays him thinks they're mad good. It's annoying. That's why when Omni-Man came out, I made him just to deal with the Johnnies. Look, I think it's no secret, no cat out of the bag with this one. Johnny Cage is the frame god, and, you know, going over everyone else's thoughts, because there's a lot of them. Next top comment we have: just checked in to make sure Raiko was at the top. One of the few zones that go full range and is hard to jump over and break Sub-Zero's armor with one EX. Spot on. I'm glad to know y'all feel about Raiko the way I do. He is a pain in the ass, bro. Oh my god. I want to leave this comment at that, because I got so much negative energy and negative feelings towards Raiko as a character. Not so much the people that play him, because you're entitled to play whoever you want to play. I believe you should be able to enjoy whoever you play. But god damn it, is it frustrating to play Raiko. Next comment we have: Baraka is not fun to play against at all. His armor break mid is so insane. If you don't finish it with the high, you can use a mid that sends you full screen, or he can special cancel. And even if he doesn't, his range is wild. If he's going to have range, he needs to be punishable or just slower. Of course, I had to reply to this one because if you guys didn't watch the video, Baraka is my kryptonite. Every time I play against him, the dude just owns me. I don't know what it is about him. I believe it's his range, but I'm not going to pretend like I have a complete understanding. But he is just a handful, dude. I struggle really hard against Baraka. My fellow Sub-Zero main, as a Sub-Zero main and a Raiko main, Johnny is the worst to fight against. I think that was probably like the most common opinion throughout the whole comment section, throughout all 200 plus comments. A lot of them was, yeah, Johnny Cage is a pain in the ass. He is, as I say, the frame god. You can't you can't take a turn if Johnny's playing with someone like the likes of Stryker. You just don't have a turn, dude. It's just block. Hold R2 if you play PS5, but hold block for dear life. Because if you let go for 1 fucking second, oh god, 40% here you come. And so this is a comment that I found really cool, because, you know, someone wasn't necessarily agreeing with me, but I think they made some good points. I think the majority of this is on point, but I wouldn't say Sub or Scorpion are not annoying. Scorpion players tend to use Striker cameo for some really annoying pressure and then just spam throws. Sub players will hide behind their ice. That is an aspect of Sub-Zero I definitely did not really think about all too well, and that's on me. Next comment we have is: Johnny Cage being S tier is on brand. Like I said, you're going to see a whole lot of that. I love this comment right here because, well, let me just read it. Seeing Scorpion and Sub-Zero play side by side like that at the start was wholesome. Shame NetherRealm decided to make him evil for some reason. Don't know why they couldn't just stray from the original timeline and keep them as allies from start to finish. Reason why I love it though is because seeing Sub-Zero as a good guy is a good feeling, but I do understand that Kuai Liang in this timeline is Scorpion, so that good Sub-Zero that we once knew, well, he's Bihan, and he is the original Sub-Zero, and he is originally an evil villain kind of character. So I understand the reasoning, but it was cool seeing Scorpion and Sub-Zero and MK11, you know, be united together. Would I love to see that again in this timeline? I don't see it happening because Kuai Liang's already being used for Scorpion, and I don't see Sub-Zero turning good because he's a complete asshole. So, that's kind of that. We have a Shao Kahn main here, or I guess I should say General Shao. I'm happy with the ranking for General Shao, because me personally, I feel dirty when I survive on less than 100 health. But other than that, all I see that's annoying are the forward 2, back 3 50-50s with the axe. And yeah, honestly, I don't think General Shao by any means is too annoying. I believe I had him ranked in not annoying, not too bad or something like that. But the only reason why he wasn't I respect you is, yeah, because of the health. You notice when you play a General Shao, it is a very noticeable thing that they have more health than you. You'll look up and you'll be like, dude, I could have sworn I just did this combo on them. How the hell do they still have this much health? Or, you know, they could be really low on health and you're like, dude, any other character would be dead. So yeah, it's pretty noticeable. Okay, I gotta read this comment on here because this dude said so much, and I want to acknowledge this man for his input. A pattern I noticed is the meta is the most annoying to deal with, not only because these characters are nearly save on everything, which I find annoying because I feel like every character should have moves that are strong, but should also be punishable if he commits to them in the wrong moment. The bigger issue is the players who play meta all think they are the best and are so cocky all the time. Teabag you and trash talk you like STFU. You get carried by your save strings, yet you think you're good. People that hide behind meta are so annoying. I play my characters like Natara, Lao, and now Quan Chi to have fun, and then I always have to hear from these Barakas, Johnnies, and Raidens. One thing I will say that I want to add to this comment is, yes, people do hide behind really good characters, but there are people who have always been fans of Raidens, of Johnny Cages, of Barakas, and prior Mortal Kombats, so it'd be unfair to try and say, hey, you know, why are you playing him? When it's like that person that's playing Baraka, Johnny Cage, or Raiden is like, dude, I've always played this character in past Mortal Kombats. Because if Sub-Zero was meta in this game, if he was this game's Johnny Cage, I would play the fuck out of Sub-Zero still. Nothing would change. I just believe that it's important that we still respect that these characters have loyalists, and that we don't try to take away from the loyalists, or really anyone that's trying to play them in general. But at the same time, yes, it is going to be frustrating when people are hiding behind meta. It's kind of just an unfortunate situation that those characters are that strong. And it seems like, you know, with the recent patch notes, they're not even going to bother really nerfing Johnny. They're more so going to attack the cameos like Kung Lao, but Johnny is still Johnny. This is a great comment because it shows matchup dependency, which is something that I wanted to acknowledge in the video, but I love that the comments acknowledge it as well. As a smoke player, Sub-Zero was 100% in no. Ice clones 24/7, Ice slide counters your overhead starter, and his damage is nowhere near as bad as people say it is. It's low, but it's not that low. Okay, let me talk about the top part first. Some characters have better matchups, and that can affect the way you believe a character is annoying or not. So that 100% makes sense. In terms of the second part of the comment, Ice clones 24/7, absolutely, but you can't armor through it, and 2, it is only every 4 seconds, and it only lasts a second unless they EX it, which makes them spend a bar. So it is annoying, but Ice Clone isn't cracked by any means. Ice Slide is not cracked, but god damn it, it's annoying. I've come to understand that, and I agree with the community on that. Ice Slide, super fast, low, comes at you. If you block it, you can fully punish the character, so really you just got to stay 10 toes, like, locked in. But if you're just not really paying attention, this can be super obnoxious. People that say his damage isn't as bad as people say it is, with the recent patch, you can now do 34% meterless. Here's the problem with that. You hear that and you think, oh my god, Sub-Zero got so much better. You have to use his overhead to do that. Forward 1, 2 into his low ice freeze. Damage heavily scales because you now activated the low ice freeze and it costs a bar. The only way to get that 34% is if you start with an overhead. But here's the problem with the overhead. It is completely unsafe. 1, 2, it's completely reactable. It has a slow startup, so very, 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 very often people are just, let me get up, and they're blocking it. So it's like, fuck. I'm not here to defend Sub-Zero saying he is like the worst character in this game at this point. I think everyone's gonna have their own opinion, but I will say is it is way overblown people saying he does like so much meterless damage when it's like, bro, how to pull it off? You have to do a completely unsafe option, and if you miss, which against good players you oftentimes will, they're going to hit you for 40% damage of whoever the hell they are, because most characters with meter will do that. Sub-Zero with meter, he scales a lot, dude. He just really does. Next comment right here is, love that you made this salt list. Laugh my ass off. And yeah, dude, this in all honesty, it's a salt list. Like the characters that you're salty against. I thought that was funny. And then he says, but I'm a Reptile main, so I can further appreciate this as well. There was a comment, there was a reply to a comment earlier on this list, or early on the comments, that said Reptile is also annoying. To be honest with you, I don't see it. I think this character, Reptile, just plays more mind games than anything. He doesn't have any crazy gimmicks other than he has a low starter. But dude, it's just block low, and then if he wants to try and punish that, he has one overhead, or one quicker overhead, but it's just one punch. He can't combo anything with it. So it's like, Reptile, I personally, I just respect Reptile players. I don't play Reptile. I never have. I literally only play Sub-Zero. I have one character. But Reptile, yeah, he's not a problem to me. This comment is great though, because it highlights again matchup dependencies. It always depends on a lot on what you play. If you play Sindel, for example, Scorpion, Lu, Raiden, and Omni-Man are the most disgusting you can get. So yeah, to me that is very important. I think people need to understand that matchups are really, really pivotal. I don't want to say no, because everyone has a right to their own opinion, but I would disagree. So Sub-Zero is one of the worst to play against. He can reset neutral after every turn. Yes, correct. If you know, with Ice Clone, sorry for my stuttering, but with Ice Clone, he can kind of, yeah, reset neutral. But what does he do with the neutral? Sub-Zero has no projectiles. He can try and slide to get to you, but if you're blocking, it doesn't matter. He's not. What is Sub-Zero doing in neutral that's so scary? 2, with Lao as his cameo, I think he's top 5 easily. You're telling me Sub-Zero is better than Johnny Cage, 1, Kenshi, 2, Ashura, 3, Raiden, 4, 5. You could say Tanya, you could say Baraka, you could say Garrus, you could say Smoke. Sub-Zero's not better than any of those fucking characters. No way. Omni-Man, you could say, oh, this guy's better than Omni-Man. Not that Omni-Man's broken, but I mean, come on, bro. Like, no way. He's not better than. You gotta play against Omni-Man with Kung Lao, buddy. That shit is mad annoying. Also, I didn't even say Raiko. So, Raiko, whatever, but yeah, no, Sub-Zero, no. Saying top 5 easily, meaning he's probably like 4, 3, or 2. Let's say 4 to be generous. I just named like 8, 9 characters who are better than Sub-Zero in every way possible. And I'll say him again. If you just want 5 flat out characters better than Sub, Raiden, Kenshi, Johnny Cage, Ashura, Raiko. Easy. I don't think there's a discussion to be had there. Those 5 characters are without a doubt better than Sub-Zero with Kung Lao, especially after this recent Kung Lao nerf. This right here, this comment is all that I could ever ask for in a community. It is the epitome of perfection in people that, well, I wouldn't go as far as to say perfection, but it's perfection in a community that I think anyone could ever ask for, and that you can humbly respect people's opinions. Whether it's wrong or right or whatever, you can respect other people's opinions. Now, shout out to Cyan3293. and Dutch Vander, I apologize if I botched this, Dutch Vander Lin 4713. But I think it's super pivotal to just respect people's opinions, and I try to be respectful even with the comments that I disagree with, because that's what it's all about. We don't need to be toxic. You know, there's already a lot of toxic people in the world. It's okay if you don't agree with me, and I totally understand. You know, you're entitled to whatever you want to believe. We got a comment here. So we're not going to talk about Natara's air dash combo while you in the corner. Dude, I'm not going to timestamp it because I don't know where I talked about it in the video. But when I talked about ranking Natara, I said, I don't know what the fuck's happening. She's just flying in the air, dude. Like, I don't know what's going on. I even replied that. She just be flying all over the screen, and I'm just confused all holding block. I don't know how much more clear I can be. Anytime I play against Natara, I'm fucking lost, dude. I don't know what's happening. And it's making me laugh because I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, am confused as fuck when she's flying and shit. I'm like, bro, this is a 2D game. Relax, like, chill the fuck out. I love comments like this that provide insane insight. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't know this, but Sector hard counters Omni-Man. His teleport punch can stop the Viltrumite stance in any place on the stage, regardless if it's enhanced or not. Boom. Shout out to the Dark Stigmata VA. Regardless, dude, that is awesome. That's what I'm here for. We gotta help each other out as much as we can. Thank you to Sumo5592. W tier list could be more perfect. While I will say that I appreciate the positivity, I think any tier list can't really be perfect because nothing is set in stone. Nothing is really factual here. My opinion is my opinion, and I love that, you know, you're agreeing with me. You know, I wish that everyone could agree with me and I was never wrong, but in an ideal world, could people not be wrong? But the matter of the fact is, this is all opinion based. So if you agree with me, if you don't, totally okay. And I'm going to include that in this video because I want it to be important for you guys to know that you can have your honest opinion, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Glad to hear me and the few other Rain players aren't so bad to deal with. Yeah, honestly, I don't think they are. And to be honest, there's not many of them. So if you can grind a character that's not too common, hats off to you, because that takes a lot of work. We got a comment right here. Gotta love Sub-Zero, our favorite character to downplay. No way, bro. Like, okay, let's say Havoc's the worst character in the game. Let's say it's not Sub. Is Sub good? By any means, is he, like, objectively in this game, is he good? People love to talk about his new meterless damage, but again, it takes an overhead move that is reactable and is also extremely unsafe, very punishable. It takes that to lead to the 34%. Because without it, you can't do it. The only way you can, you know, not rely on that overhead for the good meterless damage is if you have someone like Serena, who you can literally back 3 into Serena's, you know, fucking sights, and then, you know, you start a combo that way. But at that point, you're using a cameo, which is not so much like character skill, it's more so cameo skill. And Serena does that for every character in the game, where you can start a combo off of her sights. So it's like, I just don't agree, dude. Ice Clone takes 4 seconds to come back. It's only out for 1 second. His damage scaling is awful when any freeze is on the table. So it's like, is he the worst? Okay, sure, maybe it's Havoc or, you know, someone like that. That's fine. But objectively speaking, he is not. He's not good. Commenter says, I'm a Raikou main, always rocking Raikou with Darius all day. Yeah, dude. Whoever you main, own that shit. Rock that shit. Say it proudly. Say it loudly. It reminds me of when, growing up, you know, going a little bit off topic here, but relatively the same. Growing up, when you like a song, but you're embarrassed to play it in front of others, like, back in high school, there was a song I liked. It wasn't like rap, it was like a pop song. I would want to play it with the car, kind of bumping louder. My brothers would just be like, dude, like, play some hard shit, you know, we're pulling up. And I'm just like, dude, the song's good though. Like, whatever you rock, rock it proudly. So if you're gonna play Raiko, if you're gonna play Johnny, then say, yeah, I play him. No, there's no need to hide. Like, whatever you play is whatever you play. Just own that shit, dude. Shout out to JJKP2ZK. This dude blessed me with some amazing knowledge that I actually did follow through with. So Omni-Man jumps is super easy to counter. The up block is really easy to time. I did not know that at the time. I didn't think of it. And he gave me something great to practice in training mode. And literally, I went to training mode, practiced it for about 15 to 30 minutes. I would say 20 to 30 minutes. And then I played an Omni-Man the same day. And I whooped that Omni-Man's ass. And I was like, dude, all right, we got something going here. And to my man, Major Lag 2643. Everyone talks about Johnny. No one talking about Ashra. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Ashra is a pain in the ass to play against. Her range is insane. I believe I had her at the no tier. I believe. Pretty sure. I'm positive. Looking at this comment, he says that air glide has no right to combo for Sub-Zero. You can punish it, by the way. You know, if you got a fast enough mid or high, I guess, you can punish it. Johnny Cage punishes me with that shit all the time. Or you can just grab them. They can't do anything if you grab them too. So either or. So yeah, this is my tier list again. But I will say, I appreciate you guys. Amazing community, amazing feedback. It's all I've ever hoped and dreamed for, was to be able to do this kind of stuff. And the same way I did it for Reddit videos, where I'm just reacting to a Reddit thread, I'm reacting to my own video. That's pretty fucking cool. And it's only because of you guys that I can do it. So I have great respect and great appreciation for all those who commented, all those who subscribed, all those who liked, all those who even just watched. Like, it means a lot to me. It really, really does. I've been doing YouTube for over a year now. I have over 430 videos. I don't know how many now. I post all the time. 5 videos, 1 YouTube short every week. It used to be 6 videos, but I had to expand my horizon with YouTube Shorts, because you can't just ignore that. It's getting too big. But 5 videos, 1 YouTube short every single week, and the grind continues. Nothing changes with that. Appreciate you guys for watching. It really means a lot to me, like I said. It really, really does. Let me know what you think of the community reaction. Share me your thoughts, and of course your complete honest thoughts, because I think that's what it's about. Also try and be relatively respectful. It's okay if you hard disagree. There's nothing wrong with that, but let's not try shitting on others. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching. This is I'll Even Different. On We Even Different. And we out.